Oh my goodness, what a beautiful morning on the homestead, guys. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, guys, so I don't know what's going on with this one. Not doing so well, so I think I need to give these some water. Anyways, this is the stuff I planted with my mom, and I had them under the jugs. They were doing fantastic. Bugs are getting them anyways. Like this guy, see that guy right there? Yeah. Yeah, that's what he was, is a cucumber beetle. So I started these from seed, and I think I'm just going to do that every year, just bring them out here nice and early. But I went to Rural King and I got a bunch of starts. So more cabbage. What is this? This is green magic broccoli. Just cabbage. Which kind of cabbage is this? Cabbage Best Cabbage. Bonnie's Best Cabbage. And then this is green magic broccoli. So we're going to get those in the ground, and I'll put a little biotone in the holes. So I'm just going to place these and see if I need more than this space. If I do, I might go ahead, since we already have stuff in here, just add to here. Because efficiency in watering is important to me. So I'll go ahead and do that. I've already put grass on top of this. There is wood char on top of this. Got a little weeds coming in. There has been wood chips, broken down wood chips put on here. So things to start with in here, but I will use the biotone because that just helps these roots set in. And these were expensive, man. This is why I don't like buying starts. I start as many starts of myself, but I just am having such a huge problem here with mites. Mites are just eating away at everything I start lately. And it's just been a bad year for mites for everybody, I think. So I don't know what the pros do for that. Of course, they ain't gonna tell us. So that's that. This is broccoli too, the same variety. So I will make sure that I leave these, putting them a foot apart, and I think I have just enough for the broccoli in this bed, and then I'll put the cabbage somewhere else. I have 6 more cabbage to plant. Okay. So let me go get my biotone starter. Last year I used biotone starter and had a really good success with it, so I'm using it again, and I'm going to pinch off the leaves that are closer to the ground and do that with the older ones too. And my chickens can eat them so that we're not getting any bugs climbing up their leaves. And I think I forgot to put some on there. put way too much in that one. Make sure we water these in really good. Man, this soil is really improving, guys. It makes me so happy to see the progression in our soil. I'll show you up close. By doing what you're doing, it just doesn't connect until you see the improvement. Look at that. And that's why my onions will be, and I hope to get areas where my carrots are growing to be improved like this. Because the more my soil is that loose and it's just improving, it's darker, it's not, we have just clay here. So I'm just loving this improvement. Again, every hole is just like that. Just really, really, every once in a while you get this little clay ball in there. And that's from how it used to be. And we're just improving it by adding carbon and, greens. This is our carbon, but it's also our green because this is wood char that has been soaked in compost tea. This is grass that I've literally mowed, and I add it to the top of the beds. And then I've added wood chips. There's our wood chip, that I've sifted through and only added small ones. So, I'm not putting too much carbon in our beds. But you want to have that right balance. So I'm so excited about it. And to be able to grow things like broccoli and things that are just so healthy for you organically when they cost twice as much in the store as a regular, more than happy to do it. Still getting weeds in the bed, but it really helps with the weeds too. All the grass and stuff that I put on top of the bed, I don't dig it into the bed. I just put it on top and I just keep on layering it on top. And then, I would dig down this deep last year and it would just be clay. It just gives me hope for what's going on over here. There's a rock. Yep. But look at that soil. So beautiful. I can go through it with my fingers, and there's no way I could have ever done that before. So there's a lot of pushback on using compost. Now, I'm going to put compost on top of my beds too, and I will not push back because of the results that I see. Always adding something to the soil. I need to mow some more. Right now, my lawn has a lot of seeds in it, so I'm not putting a lot of collection of the seeds of grass. I'm kind of taking a break because of that. And even this soil's harder than over there. Okay. But It's just, it hasn't been watered as much lately. So that makes a difference too. Just enough space here. This is an 8-foot bed. I'm pushing it, but crowding them a little bit. Oh, I just love that. Look at that. Oh. These are blessings, guys. Blessings. A lot of people get discouraged their first year when they're gardening, and it's because their soil doesn't look great right away. And they've spent a lot of money on it, and then they just get discouraged. And they do, because it really takes time to develop soil. You got to have that underground system in there really developing, and takes time. Don't expect perfect growth out of your garden your first year. If you have a low expectation, you'll do a lot better. Especially if you're coming from growing a beautiful garden for flowers. Vegetables need a lot more attention. So know that up front. And all right. Now, all planted, looking fantastic. So I think that's all we're going to do for broccoli and cabbage this year. In the spring, I'm going to take my own advice and see that little start right there underneath the bug netting. My starts all looked that healthy inside, and then I just kept on, trying to grow them, and they just didn't get big. They just got unhealthy, and I should have just put them in the soil is what I should have done. Mr. No Dig, he doesn't, he puts all his starts in probably really small. So when they start struggling, I was even feeding them and they were still struggling. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in smaller if they're doing that in the spring, instead of trying to keep them healthy inside, where, especially if we have a lot of pest pressure inside. So that's just what I'm going to do from now on, because those little starts are doing fantastic. So I'm going to water these in. Thank you for watching today. God bless you, and we'll see you next time here on Hedgehog's Homestead. This is what's growing in my garden, what's growing in yours. Bye. Just brought in 2 watermelon.